How is he doing away from home as a captain, according to you?
Is the next big thing you can talk about. I think
side. So I guess teams are experimenting, and Joburg is a good pitch.
I don't think so. That's right game plan.
These guys are going to come back definitely because these two will be the pillar.
Unfortunately, as things stands, it seems like it is a very toss-heavy ground. And
moving on to the fourth and final T20 of the series, and India are leading the T20 series 2-1. What a cracking of a contest we had yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. India winning it comprehensively. It went down to the wire. We had a wonderful game, to be honest, at Centurion, which always produces cracking of a contest. I have three of us, Utsav, Jihan and Gurpalji. Welcome to the show. Starting with Jihan, it was how many nails did you chew in those final death overs of India?
I was confident actually, but not too overconfident because with the way Klaasen and this Narco Jansen were batting, it felt somewhere that this could slip out or maybe go to the last over, and it did go to the last over, but he pulled it back. I think slight flashbacks of the 2024 T20 World Cup final. Slight, I would say, kind of similar situation where the game was going out of hand and they were trying to get back, and we contained them and pulled it back. And Arshdeep again was involved in this, and Hardik again was involved. But they
Hardik again was involved against Miller, is what you're trying to say?
Yes. Involved. So, yeah,
more or less a comprehensive performance is what you're saying, to be honest. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Utsav, similarly, going there, Surya Kumar Yadav, only one loss so far as a T20. A full-time captain is what we heard in the previous game, but he's always kept that smile on his face, enjoying cricket. He said it in press match conference as well. That the players around him also gives him a lot of confidence. He enjoys his cricket, does not take that captaincy load on his shoulders. How is he doing away from home as a captain, according to you?
As a captain, he's doing a pretty good job. Nothing wrong has happened for the India T20 side, and it looks pretty promising. Honestly, as Dipanshu said in the last video, it looks more promising than the ODI and Test setup at the moment. The only thing that you can say about Surya Kumar, only wrong thing you can say about Surya Kumar is that maybe the runs have a little slowed down to come.
Dried up, yeah.
He did score a century against Australia, but under his own captaincy. But then I think the runs have a little the flow of runs have stemmed down a little. So that's the only concern. Otherwise, he's the big brother, and not I'm pretty sure even the players love playing under him.
Absolutely, yes. The players do love playing under him. His runs have slowly dried up. Similarly, Paji, that partnership between Henrik Klaasen and Marco Jansen, was that taking the game away from India, or did India do well to hold their nerve and come back into the fight?
I guess the match was over in first 10 overs when they were only 70 or 80 odd runs with 4 wickets. It's never going to easy chasing a huge target of 220 and 16 or 18 runs per over when you have to go after the bowling. So there was not a due factor. But yes, India pulled back. The partnership was very good, but it was always tough. But we were 1 wicket or 2 good balls away from snatching the victory. That's what happened. We got luckily we got Klaasen as well as we got Miller and Marco Jansen, all the 3 danger batter. But I didn't thought it would go to that down the wire because Marco Jansen has a great day. 16 ball, 54, what an amazing inning. He must have increased 2-3 crores for the IPL audition as well. And the other record is intact. He has never lost a series to South Africa since 2015. So this record will.
Oh, there you go. So this record is still intact because we're not going to lose the series.
We have won, but we have not lost the series. Either draw or won. But we have not lost the series. T20 series to South Africa, home and away since 2015.
So that record continues, to be honest. We're not losing the series anymore, leading it 2-1 at all. But Jihan, in the first innings, a little bit of brilliance with the bat. A new Centurion has added to his name at Centurion. Tilak Verma, 56 ball, 107. He was just phenomenal, to be honest, with his ball striking.
See, it is always good to get your first 100, especially playing away from home. And it gives you a lot of confidence, especially when you're not an opener or maybe a number 3 or a number 4 player, and if you get that 100, it's extremely well. So, we got, I'm seeing it this way, that one more T20 batter has got a T20 100 into his belt, because you can add up Abhishek Sharma, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Sanju Samson. We have Surya Kumar Yadav, so we have getting all these big names scoring hundreds now. So it is good. See, these guys have gone. Rohit, Virat have gone. But I was saying,
the success of
Yeah. These guys are the successors now, but already getting hundreds. When you're adding that 100 into your CV into that thing, so
Yeah.
it is always confident. It is you're always confident, like getting that thing. Hardik has some good scores. He's done good with the bat at the ball. So I think these guys are Rinku with his cameos. He's having a low scores, but I think it's
A
good.
little bit of
I think
yes, correct. Yeah, absolutely. To be honest, but you said about Rinku, but what about his other teammate, Utsav? I'll come to you. That valuable 6 balls, 15 from Ramandeep Singh down the order in his debut, getting
Yeah.
off the mark with a 6 over long on. That shows the man is in confidence. To be honest,
Yeah, I mean, Ramandeep has always been this hard-hitting batsman. Like ever since I have like he has come under my notice. Even when he used to play for Mumbai Indians, and then I followed his stint with Punjab when they won the Syed Mustaq Ali Trophy, and then then his stint with Kolkata. All of them were fantastic. Like,
and
uh,
also that emerging cup as well. He was phenomenal
yeah,
in that
yeah, yeah,
emerging cup.
yeah. Even more than his batting, his fielding was
Oh,
the
top
talking point.
notch.
So yeah, he is the the next big thing you can talk about. I think there was no need of okay. I'll be adding a little bit of IPL here, but Mumbai Indians in the last few years has been their scouting has always been on point, but they have not been able to hold on to their scoutings. Like how can you
Correct.
let go of someone like Ramandeep? And I'm very happy that KKR ended up retaining him for and
That
yeah,
was a
he's
bargain, to
one
be
for the long
honest.
run.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one for the long run.
Absolutely, he's one for the long run. But that last over, I really want to know, Gian, your perspective of that last over of Varun Chakravarti. Sometimes it takes the best of the best to the cleaners. Henrik Klaasen, when you have him on strike, 23 runs comes in the last over. Varun Chakravarti, we've always said in this series, especially, his 4 overs will be lethal. But that was just astonishing ball striking from one of the best six hitters in the world in this moment, Henrik Klaasen.
you just mentioned the one was one of the best, six hitters in the world. So he tried to play that psychologically. If you see that, Varun Chakravarti, the best bowler in the series, highest wicket taker. If we target him, the bowling will be rattled.
Absolutely.
Maybe Surya Kumar would have been, under pressure to whom to give it to next, because everybody were, going for runs. And if you target Varun Chakravarti over here in his final over, and give that get over that 20 over run, so it's going to be very difficult for Surya to judge and give whom to give it next, or it gives the opposition captain a lot of questions in his mind. So I think that yeah, Klaasen maybe did hitting those three sixes in his first ball. You're always getting startled. Obviously, he did Chakravarti did very well later on. Maybe to contain just 5 runs of the last three balls, but we can't really maybe blame him or anything, because the situation was that I think maybe a little bit of pressure also, and I think he's done absolutely nothing wrong. In this entire series, he's given wickets. He's the leading wicket
Yeah.
taker. So, and I think nothing. I think I don't see that anything
Nothing
that
wrong,
one
but
over
one
with
one off
nothing
over
wrong.
can absolutely go. Yes, that's exactly what you mentioned. One off over can definitely go. We shift towards the final T20 now, Gurpalji. Johannesburg, another iconic stadium at South Africa. Fourth and final T20 must win for South Africa, otherwise they lose the series. What do you think when it comes to the pitch report? Win the toss and chase. Continue to do that.
I guess India has lost all the tosses. We have defended well, so I guess it won't. We won't. I won't mind. We'll be defending again, and if we can put up this kind of score around 200 or 200 or 220, is required against this kind of South African batting lineup. I guess both the teams are experimenting with the combinations going, because it's a start and preparation of the T20 World Cup, which will happen in India. And we will be seeing pitches like this at least at the early start of the World Cup. So I guess because yesterday you see. South Africa also had a big batting lineup, and they have some all-rounders, and well, India also gone for extra all-rounder rather than extra pacer, because that inning by Ramandeep Singh, 6 ball 15 is more important rather than
Correct.
giving 40 runs on 4 overs and make your team on the losing side. So I guess teams are experimenting, and Joburg is a good pitch. It's again a better of a ground. We have seen 430 was the highest score, which was put up by Australia and was chased by South Africa. So we know what Joburg brings to the table.
Absolutely. What Joburg wins to table, 220 was scored in the third T20 I would serve. Are we expecting something around that at Joburg as well?
Probably a little lesser. The average first inning score is around 170, 175 ish. But having said that, the team which bats second has a much better winning record. Like they have a
Okay.
60% winning record, which is pretty high. So if India bats first, I think they have to look at a target which is 20 runs above par. And also keep the 19th over in check, because that thing has been a problem for 3 years now.
Absolutely, that is something that needs to be looked into. And this time also in the first 30-20, it was taken to the cleaners. Yes, Paji. Before we
I
move
guess
on to
South
the
Africa
players
is
to watch out for. Yeah.
I guess South Africa is purposefully chasing because I guess they wanted to improve on that, remove that choker stack and want to chase every match because they are chasing every match. They have lost two, they have won once. So I guess if I'm on South African side, I will stick to my plan and will go for chasing.
Yeah,
So
I think that there
that's
is
a
there is not a problem about chasing and taking the choker strike because the ground itself, the dimensions provides you to score high runs. You can easily chase, but if as a unit you're not able to chase, you can take that as an experiment and look to work upon it. But I don't think so. If you're planning into that, you want to change that term of chokers against one of the best T20 sides in the world at this moment, despite having a B side. I don't think so. That's right game plan. But moving on to the players to watch out for, Jihan, for India. You mentioned about Surya Kumar Yadav getting dry runs, so I'm having him at number one. Back to back ducks for Sanju Samson. He has to get going, otherwise, there are players, as you said, just behind the shoulders getting runs. So Sanju Samson as my second, and a little bit of concern over Rinku Singh as my third.
I'll add Hardik Pandya over here.
Okay.
We have not seen the best of Hardik yet in this,
In
and
both the departments?
batting preferably, because
Okay.
we know what Hardik is capable of. We know what he can do. This with big, he can score big 40, 50 runs. If as Utsav mentioned that if we score around, if we are, maybe if we are chasing this total down, so if we need around 50, 60 runs inside 5, 6 overs, Hardik, if Hardik gets into his mode, it can get wrapped up with around an over to spare or something.
Mhm.
So we need this guy to step up big time.
Okay, so you're adding Hardik into your players to watch out for list. Moving into the South Africa list now, Utsav. Aiden Markram, he got out to a short delivery the previous T20. He must be gutted with that. I continue with him. Tristan Stubbs has got a very quiet phase this time around. He's my second. And third will be David Miller. I continue there because that man needs some form. The killer Miller is completely missing, Utsav. What are your thoughts? Any additions for you?
Yeah, you are absolutely spot on with the players to watch out for South Africa. All three of them have been underperforming, and if you take a look at this series in like individually, the only like rising star has been Marco Hansen, Gerard Coetzee, and
Correct.
now Henrik Klassen. Like the entire team has been a little off. Similane has been okayish, like he's stepping up at times, but not quite there. So I think there are just those 3 or 4 players who are stepping up, and the others need to take the onus. Otherwise, we might see the series 3-1, like ending 3-1 quite easily.
Mhm. Okay, so you're expecting the experienced guys, the top orders to fire. Otherwise, 3-1 is around the corners. Moving into the predicted playing 11 now, ladies and gentlemen. India playing 11, and it is, I'm going with an unchanged one, I must tell you. Abhishek Sharma, Sanju Samson, Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, Rinku Singh, Hardik Pandya, Ramandeep Singh, Akshar Patel, Varun Chakravarti, Ravi Bishnoi, and Arshdeep Singh. My same playing 11, unchanged one with a thumbs up from Jian. Gurpalji, coming to you. Same 11 for me. What's yours?
I guess I will also go with the same 11 because seeing that if I will see the pitch as well because I know that's again a huge high scoring ground. So I guess we'll stick to the same playing 11 and they will be spin. South Africa aren't good players or spinners for
Mhm.
sure. So there will be some spin at Joburg. We'll find some spin at Joburg as well.
Okay, but there were concerns over Akshar Patel's quota of bowling. He bowled 4 overs the previous game. So are you continuing to give him at least a minimum of three, two, or maybe bowl him out with 4 overs once again in the fourth T20?
No, I will bowl him 4 overs. He bowled splendidly well in the last T20. Had we have bowled Akshay in the second as well, we would have easily won because we were 1 wicket away. And he and Stubbs has been his bunny. Both played for same franchise, and Stubbs also got his and he got a crucial wicket of Stubbs in World Cup as well.
World
Remember
Cup final, yeah.
final as well. So I guess it was bad on Surya Kumar Yadav to not to give Akshay. Maybe they might team might be trying other options as well that they're holding Akshay back.
Could be,
So
yeah.
yesterday was an important game, so they wanted to have Akshay bowl for 4 overs and he bowled very well. After getting thrashed for 14 runs on first over, 3 runs, 14 runs, and couple of wickets were fantastic by Akshay. Again, he will be key man because he can bowl in the power play.
True that, absolutely. He can bowl in the power play, he can bowl in any phase of the game, to be honest. Jian, 5 bowlers have been used by Surya Kumar Yadav in the previous one, despite having an option of Ramandeep Singh. Can we see something different going on? Or is it the same 11? Similarly, 5 bowlers is what he's sticking to.
Same. I think I don't need to experiment anything. It's going good. Let it try. And I'd already said it in the last video to get Ramandeep pair for Avish. I think it worked out perfectly. The cameo worked with that 15 runs turned out to be the maybe the winning runs, I would say. So yes,
So
I
no,
think stick
no
to
more debuts
basics.
as well. No Vijay
No,
Kumar
no, I
Vishak. No
don't.
Yash Dayal.
But I don't see I don't see any reason to drop Arshdeep. Also, he bowled a brilliant final over again, and I really don't. Maybe, but whom Vishak, do you think they could wait against in the series against England coming up, because there is a lot of T20s next
Correct.
year
Yeah.
also. Yeah, so I think IPL will be around the corner. So I don't think we can wait. I mean, we have a lot of depth with IPL also coming in.
Okay, so you're going with an unchanged 11 for India.
See,
Absolutely same
I'll tell you.
combination.
See, it's a 2020, the World Cup is in 2026. This is just the start. I mean, there are
Yeah.
almost, I will say, around 25, 28 games, T20 games minimum remaining. So I think a lot of time to get in players, experiment now, because
An
with the
experiment,
likes of,
rotate. Yeah.
see, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Jasprit Bumrah, these guys are going to come back definitely, because these two will be the pillar. Abhishek might have to make way, or maybe Sanju might have to make way. We don't know yet.
Mm.
But Shubman may not come in, but Yashasvi and Jasprit Bumrah have to come back into this squad, and I think this squad looks settled according to me.
Okay, so you're backing the squad, backing the captain as well. Moving on to the South African playing 11 as well. I'm going with an unchanged for them as well. Ryan Rickelton, Reza Hendricks, Aiden Markram at number 3, Tristan Stubbs, Henrik Klassen, David Miller, Marco Janssen, Andile Similiane. You have Gerald Kodzi, Keshav Maharaj, and you have Lutho Simpala. I have Utsav with me. Unchanged 11. They have to win, sticking with the same combination.
They have to win, but the way David Miller has been underperforming, he has already gotten 3 opportunities which he has not stepped up. So maybe just give chance to Donovan Ferreira. Like,
Donovan
the
Ferreira.
hype has been around for what, 4 years now, 3 years now. So maybe just bring him on right now. Just see
But
what he can do.
that makes sure that you do not have a left-hander in the middle order. Does that come
Yeah, but
into
even
equation?
the left, yeah, I understand what your point is, but the left-hander hasn't been contributing anything. So
Correct.
maybe just get someone who can actually get some runs. No disrespect to David Miller, he is an absolute beast of a player. And if he would have stayed there on the World Cup final night, then the World Cup was gone. But I guess the need of the hour is to just for this one match get give a chance to a youngster.
Okay, so you're expecting one change, Donovan Ferreira for David Miller, just because Killer Miller is not performing with the bat. That's it. Series is on the line for South Africa. Must win, otherwise India take the series 3-1. Series predictions, Gurpalji. Is it 2-2 or 3-1 to India?
I guess 3-1 to India, but I guess South Africa will. It's a do or die for them, so they may bring in Batman as an
Yeah, I
experience.
don't know what's the reason behind not playing Bartman, because it's been 3 games. They're not playing him at all. Must be illegal.
Maybe a nickel, maybe an expanding, giving these young guys a go. So maybe the when series on the line, they can go for the Batman and they can drop either Similani or the other guy. I guess Similani will play, definitely play.
You're going for 3-1 to India. Jian, 3-1, 2-2.
3-1, 3. Clear 3-1.
3-1.
No doubt.
Clearly 3-1. No brainers for Jian. Similarly, Utsaf. Anything different can I
Not
expect?
similarly, but the last time I gave a prediction, I chose South Africa and they ended up winning. But I don't want to be that person who comes out and gives a
Hmm.
prediction against India. But unfortunately, as things stands, it seems like it is a very toss-heavy ground, and we haven't been winning tosses lately. So I'll give
Okay.
a slight edge to South Africa. Maybe they'll end up 2-2.
Okay, so are you going with 2-2? Are you going with the team winning the toss, winning the game?
Winning the toss, winning the game, but it seems like Aiden Markram has his luck.
Okay, so you're going with 2-2. That's all. Yes, Paji, before we end the
I want
proceedings.
to just ask Utsav. Okay, South Africa winning tosses, but Aiden Markham is chasing. Will he change the decision or will he stick to his guts of chasing? As
Yeah,
Joe Bug is chasing ground. That's also we
I,
have to
I
see.
understand. I understand where you're coming from, but I think that Markram is a pretty good captain. He has proven it time and time again, and yeah, I understand South Africa has had problems chasing right from 2023 World Cup, and even in the 2024 one they could not chase the finals. But
Yep.
yeah, maybe he'll just stick to it. He'll just win the toss, chase.
You'll
Maybe
just
they'll
stick
be
to it,
taking
win
him.
the toss, chase it, and you're going with
Yeah.
2-2, while the rest of them are saying 3-1. We'll see it in the fourth and final T20I coming up, ladies and gentlemen, on the 15th of November at Johannesburg. Thank you so much, Jian. Thank you, Gurpalji. And thank you, Utsa, for watching. And also to all the viewers for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Fifth Umpire. Press the bell icon as well. The fourth and final T20 all the way from Joburg. Sit back and enjoy. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.